In everyone else's eyes, I had chased Chen Jinye for 3 whole years without ever succeeding, yet only he and I knew we had actually been in a secret relationship for those same 3 years. At a party, the crowd asked me, if you never managed to win Chen Jinye, are you going to stay single forever? Even Chen Jinye himself laughed and said, I know plenty of people. Want me to set you up with someone just for fun? On this exact day in my last life, I'd been so angry that I publicly revealed our relationship. The transfer student Chu Mianmian burst into tears and ran out. Chen Jinye said nothing on the spot, but in private he grew colder and colder toward me. After we married, I was in a car crash while pregnant. As I was wheeled into the operating room, he was in the Maldives comforting Chu Mianmian. When I died, mother and child together, and my body was taken to the crematorium, he was in a Michelin-starred restaurant celebrating Chu Mianmian's birthday. Only then did I realize he had never loved me at all. Reborn. I smiled and answered, no need. I'm already engaged. The room fell silent. Almost instinctively, everyone looked at Chen Jinye. He lounged on the sofa, his languid frame stiffening for a second, then sneered, great. Saves me the headache of you trailing after me every day. I kept smiling and said nothing. The atmosphere turned awkward. The host tried to liven things up. Come on, the game continues. This round is Wild's turn. The task, pick one girl in the room and kiss her for 30 seconds. It should have been a teasing, flirtatious moment, but the place went still again, because there were only 2 girls present, me and the transfer student, Chu Mianmian. Everyone knew that from the day Chu Mianmian arrived, she and I had been at odds. The host gave an embarrassed laugh. Wild, how about you just take a drink instead? No need. Chen Jinye stubbed out his cigarette, showed no hesitation, cupped the back of Chu Mianmian's head and kissed her. Chu Mianmian gave a startled, fawn-like gasp, then shyly shut her eyes. When the kiss ended, Chen Jinye flopped back onto the sofa. Eyes on me. It's just a game. I'm not a sore loser. The crowd burst into laughter. My best friend sent me a sympathetic look. My phone vibrated in my pocket. Are you home yet? I stood up. I have something to do. I'm heading out. I left without delay. I had been reborn a month earlier. The first thing I did was break up with Chen Jinye and accept the arranged engagement to Yan Zhizhou, the famously rich second-generation heir of Harbor City. In my previous life, my family had set up the same engagement, but I'd refused, blinded by Chen Jinye. When I died on the operating table, while Chen Jinye traveled the world with Chu Mianmian, it was Yan Zhizhou who claimed my body. I lowered my head to reply, not yet. Heading back now. In a few days it would be old Mr. Yan's birthday. That night, Yan Zhizhou and I had arranged a video call to pick a gift for his grandfather. My phone buzzed again. Messages from Chen Jinye. What's wrong? Can't take it, and ran off. Just now you were so bold, lying that you're engaged to piss me off? I glanced at the breakup text I'd sent him a month ago. Still no reply. I tucked the phone away. At the curb, a black Maybach was waiting. It's late. Unsafe for you to go home alone. I called you a car. Sorry. Harbor City is tied up right now, or I'd have come myself. I smiled and answered, it's fine. You handle your business. The Yan family is powerful. Old Mr. Yan's birthday will be a grand affair. Yan Zhizhou had already prepared a gift, but to show sincerity, I wanted to choose one myself. When the video connected, a striking face filled the screen. Black clothes, high nose bridge, deep dark eyes, and thin, shapely lips. Yan Zhizhou's voice didn't match his cool appearance. It was unexpectedly gentle. I showed him each possibility based on the old man's tastes, and he was patient. Before we knew it, more than an hour had passed. As we wrapped up, he said, Wanqing, I'll have someone pick you up this weekend. Okay. After hanging up, I washed up and went to bed. Just as I drifted off, my phone rang. Groggy. I hit answer. Chen Jinye's voice slurred in my ear. Xingxing, I'm wasted. Come get me. I was instantly awake, cursing myself for not blocking him. When I said nothing, he laughed. Still mad? Saw the post, huh? His tone turned playful. We lost a bet. Just messing around. I'll delete it in 3 days. I said coldly. It has nothing to do with me. That seemed to amuse him more. Fine, throw your little fit. Tomorrow morning I'll bring the soup dumplings from the east side you love. Save room, behave, or I'll spank you. The last word made me sick. I hung up, blocked him, and turned the phone off. Next morning, in the classroom, Chu Mianmian was eating breakfast at her desk. Seeing me, she curved her lips and said to Chen Jinye, who was slumped over the next desk, thank you for running to the east side so early for these dumplings. I'm so happy. Chen Jinye lifted his eyelids. As long as you like them. He spotted me and stopped mid-sentence. I walked past them without a glance, sat down, and opened my book. Between classes I headed for the restroom. Chen Jinye cornered me. Xingxing, this morning Mianmian said her stomach hurt, so I cut him off with a nod and tried to step around him. He frowned, grabbing my wrist. Don't be petty. If it were you and a classmate felt sick, you'd do the same. I shook him off and sneered. This had happened many times before. Chen Jinye, innocent, gentle, tearful, would always find some reason to snatch what Chen Jinye had promised me. He rubbed his temples. Fine, don't be angry. This weekend I'll take you to another city, dinner and a movie. Whenever our fights went too far, his solution was never an apology but a movie or a meal, sweeping everything under the rug. I ignored him and walked away. The next morning, a Yen family car was already downstairs. They hadn't wanted to wake me. Just as I was about to leave, I received a text from a new number. Chen Jinye again. Xing Xing. Something came up this weekend. Can't take you to the movies. Be good, eat properly. If I find out you're not behaving, I'll spank you. Also, unblock your husband's number. His words made me nauseous. I really need to change my SIM card. 3 hours later, I landed in Harbor City. Madam Yen, my mother's childhood best friend, rushed up, beaming. Where's that rascal Zhizhou? She asked. Looking around, the butler replied. Young master was waiting for the young madam, but the chairman just called him away. The title young madam embarrassed me. Madam Yen sighed. That boy always busy. Xing Xing. Mom will show you around. Too soon. I checked my phone. Yen Zhizhou had sent. Wait for me. I'll come find you shortly. Okay. Madam Yen took my hand and introduced me to the guests. This is my daughter-in-law. Little Xing, isn't she beautiful? Mrs. Li, your son is still single? Look, my daughter-in-law. You'll get a wedding invitation. After a few rounds I was overwhelmed. Luckily the banquet was huge. Madam Yen was soon pulled away. Before leaving, she told the butler to accompany me. Young madam, the garden outside has many of your favorite flowers. You could take a look. I blinked in surprise. My favorites. The butler smiled. Yes, the young master started preparing a month ago. We all know your preferences now. Shock, and something else I couldn't name, washed over me. I hardly knew Yen Zhizhou, yet he had learned everything about me. Thank you, Uncle Song. The garden was exactly as he'd said. Every bloom I loved. As I admired them, a familiar voice rang out. Jiang Wanqing, what are you doing here? I looked up. Chu Mianmian stood ahead, stunned. Beside her was Chen Jinye, the same man who'd texted that he had urgent weekend plans. Chen Jinye strode over. Why are you here? Behind him, Chu Mianmian clutched his sleeve and said timidly, Wanqing, I didn't expect you to secretly follow us here. Don't blame Yi. He meant to bring you, but you know my family is poor and I've never traveled. Yi is kind and wanted to show me around. I'm sorry, blame me if you're upset. Her eyes reddened. The same old routine. Chen Jinye grabbed my arm. Since you sneaked after us, stay close and don't wander. Today's event is very important. His touch filled me with revulsion, but guests were everywhere. I didn't want a scene. I shook him off. Chen Jinye's brows knitted. Jiang Wanqing, don't make a fuss. A flicker of irritation ran through me. I stopped, turned, and was about to speak when I saw Butler Song approaching with several bodyguards. I blinked. Uncle Song. Before I could finish, the bodyguards behind him seized Chen Jinye and Chu Mianmian. Throw these two out, Butler Song ordered calmly. By the time I registered what had happened, they were already gone from sight. Butler Song gave me a gentle smile. Young madam, if you ever need anything, just say the word. No one here will let you be bullied. The young master is waiting for you. When I turned, I met a pair of deep black eyes. For the first time, I saw Yen Zhizhou in person, more striking even than on screen. His suit jacket fell in knife-sharp lines over broad shoulders, tapering to a narrow waist, ink-black trousers sheathed long, straight legs. Our engagement had been settled by phone after both families, and the two of us gave consent. Wanqing, he said, walking over. I'd expected first meeting awkwardness, but he simply took my hand as if it were the most natural thing in the world. His voice, like on the video, was soft. Hungry? Let's get something to eat. After a long flight, Yen Zhizhou led me to the Yen family's dining room. Every dish on the table was something I loved. I couldn't hide my surprise. He sat beside me, slipped on gloves, and began peeling shrimp with unhurried grace, impeccably refined. It made me feel almost shy. Later, he took me to meet the elders. When the banquet ended, gifts filled 5 full suitcases. Yen Zhizhou flew back to the capital with me. As we parted, I finally asked, Yen Zhizhou, how did you find out everything I like, from flowers to food to gifts? He smiled, but his eyes were serious. I've always known, but I still don't know what you like. He hooked the corner of his lips. We have plenty of time. You'll learn. I nodded. That night was late. Yen Zhizhou had to return at once. After saying goodbye, Goodbye. I went upstairs, only to find Chen Jinye waiting at my door, his face stormy. Jiang Wanqing, where the hell have you been? My expression chilled. What's it to you? He gave a short, angry laugh. What's it to me? Have you forgotten I'm your boyfriend? I answered mockingly. Really? Your public post certainly wasn't about me, and I broke up with you a month ago. His face tightened. Then he grabbed my wrist. Come with me now and apologize to Mian Mian. When I didn't move, his anger flared. I never imagined you had relatives working at the Yin estate. Sneaking after me to Harbor City was one thing, but having that Uncle Song throw Mian Mian and me out in front of everyone, you know how fragile her pride is. She's so upset she's talking about withdrawing from school. When did you become so vicious? His words drew a cold laugh from me. He thinks Butler Song is my family. In my last life I'd believed Chu Mian Mian was just another girl who didn't know Chen Jinye was taken, until the text she sent me on my deathbed proved she'd known all along. None of my business, I said, and stepped inside, shutting the door. Chen Jinye stared for a long moment, then gave a soft, bitter chuckle. Fine, Jiang Wanqing, have it your way. He turned and left. Next morning the classroom buzzed. Classmates looked at me with pity. Every desk held small bags of candy, mine more than anyone's. My friend Liang Xiao came over, expression complicated. It's Chen Jinye and Chu Mianmian's wedding candy. I nodded. A few days later Liang Xiao stormed in, shoving her phone at me. They took 2 weeks off. Chen Jinye flew Mian Mian abroad to get over the stress. The photo showed Chu Mianmian hugging Chen Jinye's waist, beaming. His hand rested on her head. I can't stand it. You chased him 3 years. She's only been here 2 months. I didn't look up from my book. I've told you, whatever he does has nothing to do with me. Liang Xiao sighed. Guess you two really weren't meant to be. She patted my shoulder. Drinks tonight at Nightfall Club. I've booked a booth. I agreed. Liang Xiao skipped last period to go early. I arrived after school. Inside the booth sat Chen Jinye and Chu Mianmian. Liang Xiao grabbed my arm and pulled me in, calling brightly, Jinye, look who's here. My face cooled. Chen Jinye lounged on the sofa, giving me a half smirk. Liang Xiao urged, sit next to Jinye, there's space. I said nothing, only looked at her. We'd been friends since freshman year, classes, meals, vacations. I truly regarded her as a friend. Chen Jinye rose, looped an arm around Chu Mianmian's shoulders, tipped her chin and said, let's go. Didn't you want dessert from Si Patisserie tonight? Chu Mianmian flushed, nodding sweetly. As they passed me she glanced back, triumphant. Liang Xiao bristled. Did you see that smug look? I kept my gaze on her. She bit her lip. I can't stand Chu Mianmian, but mostly I can't stand how unfair it is to you. I said quietly, let's not see each other again. I walked out of the club. Chen Jinye was alone at the entrance, cigarette glowing. When he saw me he stubbed it out and blocked my path, smiling. Not bad, new record. Usually you cave after a few days. Too shy to come yourself this time. So you used your friend. In the past 3 years every Cold War had been his silent treatment, and I'd always broken first. He reached to ruffle my hair. All right, after half a month of reflection you must know what you did wrong. I'm magnanimous. His hand froze midair. Chu Mianmian stood a little way off, desserts in hand, eyes rimmed red. Chen Jinye looked from me to her, then lowered his hand. Wanqing, go home. I'll come find you tonight. He walked to Chu Mianmian. She offered the box, voice trembling. Do you want one? Once he would have teased her into feeding him. Tonight, he said. Not now. Mianmian, I'm deleting the post. Since I had lowered my head, he felt he should give something back. After all, I'd been his girlfriend for 3 years. Chu Mianmian's voice shook. Okay, she added. It's late. I'm scared to go home alone. Could you take me? He didn't refuse. After I'd showered and climbed into bed, a text from an unknown number arrived. A photo. Chen Jinye and Chu Mianmian lay on the same bed, asleep in each other's arms. Jiang Wanqing, Chen Jinye is mine. You can't steal him back. No need to guess who sent it. I smiled and typed back. Garbage belongs in the trash. Perfect match. Unsatisfied, Chu Mianmian sent another shot in a different pose. Still acting tough? Don't cry under your blanket tonight. I rolled my eyes. Idiot. Next morning I reached the classroom. Chen Jinye slipped into the seat beside me. Your favorite soup dumplings. He lifted his chin. Why are you staring? Touched? Eat before they get cold. He could always say things that made me nauseous. Once we'd been desk mates, but after Chu Mianmian arrived he'd moved beside her to help the new student. Now he was back. Who knew why? The teacher had already started. I endured it. When class ended I asked to change seats. After school Chen Jinye blocked me at the gate, frowning. Wanqing, what are you doing? Why switch seats? Because I wanted to. No other reason. He studied my face, then laughed. Fine, stop sulking. I meant to come last night, but it was late. Didn't want to wake you. He pulled out his phone and held it out like a trophy. Look, I deleted the post. From now on you can check my phone whenever you like, okay? He leaned closer, voice dropping to a coaxing murmur. The nausea finally won. I lurched back and vomited on the spot. Chen Jinye's face darkened. Jiang Wanxing. Before I could answer, my phone rang. Yanjijo, Wanxing. I'm outside your school. My eyes lit up. A discreet, gleaming Maybach waited by the curb. I walked over and got in. As the car pulled away, I glanced back. Chen Jinye stood motionless. In the passenger seat, I hesitated, then said, "He's my ex. We broke up." Yanjijo smiled, unsurprised. "I know, and I don't mind." He paused, then added, "I don't mind, not because I lack feelings, but because I care very much. You are the one I've chosen. Your past is part of you, and I accept all of it." His eyes held absolute sincerity. Mine stung. I blinked hard and looked out the window. Yanjijo only squeezed my hand tighter. This time Yanjijo had come with his parents. The Yen family would stay in the capital a few days to hold our formal engagement banquet. Then the wedding would be in Harbor City. He was taking me to the restaurant where the elders were waiting. When we arrived and I checked my phone, a string of missed calls and texts from Chen Jinye on my new number greeted me. "Wanxing, whose car did you get into?" "Jiang Wanxing, pick up. Don't make me angry." The phone rang again. Chen Jinye. I swiped to reject, blocked the number, and set my phone to silence unknown callers. Yanjijo waited patiently. When I was done, he took my hand and said softly, "Let's go." He dislikes crowds, so our engagement dinner was just the two families. After the meal, his parents flew back. They left him in the capital to spend a few days with me. While we were talking, messages from classmates flooded my phone. "Wanxing, you hit it so well. You'd already caught Jinye. OMG, I thought you were the eternal simp. Turns out you'd already bagged him." Wanxing, spill the tea. I frowned, opened one screenshot, and saw Chen Jinye's new post. "Let me introduce the girlfriend who's been by my side for 3 years, Jiang Wanxing." Rage surged. I looked at Yanjijo. "May I take a photo with you?" He didn't speak. He simply slipped an arm around my shoulders, took my phone, and snapped a picture. I posted it immediately. My feed exploded. Friends flooded the comments asking what was going on. I uploaded the breakup text I'd sent Chen Jinye months ago and pinned it underneath. When Yanjijo and I reached my building, Chen Jinye was waiting, eyes bloodshot, fists clenched. "Wanxing, how could you do this to me? It's all fake, right? I know you're mad I stood you up. I swear I won't do it again. Don't use another man to make me jealous." He rushed forward to grab me, but Yanjijo stepped between us. Chen Jinye is tall, yet Yanjijo still towers over him by half a head. Chen tried to shove Yan. I stepped up and slapped him across the face. "Chen Jinye, could you stop being disgusting? Using another man to make you jealous? The ego. If you're not ashamed." I'm nauseated. "I broke up with you months ago, once and for all. I'm engaged. Do not bother me again." The scene struck me as absurd. In my last life I clung to him, married him, and was rewarded with indifference. Even as I lay dying he was touring the world with Chu Mianmian. Now that I want nothing to do with him, he won't let go. How cheap. He stood frozen, watching Yanjijo and me walk inside. At last he understood. Jiang Wanxing was not joking. Something was irretrievably gone. During the holiday Yanjijo and I got away for a few days. When we returned, a friend dropped by with gossip. "Chen Jinye and Chu Mianmian are engaged." "Good," I said. In my last life he always wanted to make it official with her. My existence kept them apart. Now they've got what they wished for. You have no idea how messy it got. My friend laughed. "Messy?" Campus rumors spread like wildfire. Someone dug up proof that while he was with you he kept taking Chu Mianmian on cozy little trips. To distance himself, Chen claimed they were just friends and everything had been dares or games. Please, who travels abroad alone hugging and cuddling, with just a friend? I chuckled. Then Chu Mianmian, while publicly backing him, whipped out a positive pregnancy test and marched straight to the Chen family. Pregnancy test. I recalled the photo she'd once sent me, her and Chen asleep in the same bed, and felt sicker. The Chens couldn't let the scandal explode. They rushed the two into an engagement. Later the wedding. "Thank heavens you dumped him," my friend concluded. "Wise," I said. "Wisdom bought with one death." I plunged into graduation and grad school prep. Every weekend Yanjijo flew up to see me. On my birthday, one I'd forgotten, he appeared with cake and flowers. I hadn't told him the date. "How do you know everything about me?" I demanded. He only smiled. "Great minds think alike." Suspicious. I cornered his mother. She laughed. "You two met when you were 5 and he was 8. You declared he was so pretty, you'd marry him one day. You don't remember? At 5 you fell into water, ran a high fever, and lost all memories before that age." Months later another update arrived. Chen Jinye was in prison. After graduation, he and Chu Mianmian had married. They fought constantly. He stayed out all night drinking. One evening, Chu took their child to the bar to drag him home. In the struggle, he shoved her. Her head struck a table corner and hit a nerve. She died on the spot. The Chu family demanded compensation. The Chens, already ashamed, refused to pay and handed Chen over to the authorities. I sighed. The Chen family's ruthlessness was nothing new. Aren't you glad you're out of it? My friend said. Look, your fiancé's here. I raised my eyes. Yan Zhizhou stood a short distance away, smiling. I went to him and slipped my arm through his. It's not the weekend. How come? Missed you, he said, ruffling my hair. Good answer. I laughed that I first met Jiang Wanxing when she was 5 and I was 8. Mother said she'd found me a little daughter-in-law. We were to marry when we grew up. I protested. How could I marry someone I'd never seen? But dragged by parents. I went to the Jiang house. She was crying, face streaked with tears and snot. The moment she saw me, she stopped, flung herself at my legs and chirped, "Pretty big brother," then wiped her nose on my trousers. I wanted to fling her away, but Aunt Jiang scooped her up first. Mother laughed until she cried. The whole day I was miserable. I plotted to leave early, but we stayed. From dawn she crawled into my bed. Big brother, play. At dusk, big brother, sleep. I was annoyed, yet she was rather cute. Several times I tried to scare her off, but those watery eyes defeated me. Fine, no bullying little kids. The day we left, she tugged me to the river. I saw little fish and want to catch one for you as a goodbye present. Fearing danger, I tried to pull her back. She slipped and fell in. Without thinking, I jumped after her, shoved her to shore. Then the current swept me away. I woke in hospital, back striped with belt welts for taking the child to the river. I spent a month in bed, vowing one day to marry her and get even. Years later, she forgot me. When mother proposed the match, Wanxing refused. I've never met him. I learned she already loved someone else and buried my feelings. Then, visiting a friend in a capital hospital, I saw a blood-covered woman rush to surgery, Wanxing, pregnant, in a crash, while her husband vacationed with his mistress. My eyes turned red. I would destroy Chen Jinye, and I did. When I opened my eyes again, I was back, before her marriage. Everything still possible. Once more I asked my parents to propose. This time I wouldn't wait idly. The moment she accepted, I knew she had returned too.